Ken?
Our roof on our exercise pan house, apparently, I'm assuming the snow and slush fell off the tower and collapsed that. I talked with Jim Dowling yesterday briefly. He's already notified the insurance company. I don't know what the answer is. We've talked in the past about putting a different slanting roof on it. My concern is that if we go to make changes to our existing condition, we may have to bring that up to current jail regulations. The current jail regulation for an exercise area is 400 unencumbered square feet with an 18-foot high fence. So I went out and I measured the square feet footage today. We got over 600, so we're okay there as far as I think the square footage, if my measurements are right. The only issue becomes what's the solution to fix that. I talked to Dean briefly this morning. You know, maybe we take that roof off of that and we put razor wire around it. You know.
What about through the spring and the summer, where do you have to let them outside and you won't let them out in the rain, or?
Yeah, well, they have to get, I think, an hour a week outside exercise.
So that
I think it's an hour.
you might check on that.
Yeah, we'll double check with the regulations, and I'll check with the jail inspector just to see what we got to do. I mean, I don't want to come in and do something and then him come in and say, nope, you got to rip it out and redo it. So I'll get a hold of him and we'll figure out. Now, I'm pretty sure it's an hour a week outside exercise they're entitled to. And I'll report back, and I'm gone next week, so it'll probably be a couple weeks before I get back to you on what we got to do there. Unless I do something in writing this week and leave it for you for next week. You know, we can probably let them outside still if we watch them close enough. They'd have to really jump to grab the fence and pull it down, but the bolts are pulled outside the building. So.
The trouble with not having any roof on there is anybody can come any time of the day or night and toss something over into the pen, so when the prisoners get out, they would have whatever the item, be it a knife or a gun or contraband.
And we've had that happen with just the regular fence. You know, our jail staff, by policy, are supposed to go out and walk the exercise area before we ever let any inmates out. And I know they found contraband, cigarettes, marijuana, lighters, those types of things out in the pen where somebody's walked up and just put it through the fence. So, you know, maybe we're better off thinking about blocking that up and closing it that way or something. I don't know, but
The only thing that was that they wouldn't probably, if you get too tight, that won't be outside exercise then.
well, I think it's more, yeah, I'll have to check. I mean, you know, I know some of them have blocked walls with no roof on it. Some of them have slanted roofs. I don't know. I'll get some ideas from the jail inspector, so we'll get reported back to you on that. So, but it's my understanding Jim has turned that in insurance already. They're aware of it. We took pictures yesterday and forwarded them to Joe and Jim. So,